Oh, I'm like, I guess I'm live and I have no idea what this is. Either way, it's gone. I'm gonna grab my robe so that way, you're not staring at, places you shouldn't be and paying attention to what I'm saying. We'll do that fun stuff later. Um, I am. I did just have one little tiny puff of THC, and I will have one more. However, I'm so high on life right now; it's not even funny. Um, I personally would like to thank everyone that enjoyed my street performance. There'll be many more, and eventually, no more freebies. You'll have to pay to see me. However, the topic of coin is different for everyone, you see. um, uh, so I, first of all, I can almost guarantee I saw Alyssa Edwards get driven by and I yelled, Alyssa, I love you. I love that girl so much. And this is why. This is a reason why. Let me just get Mary lit. Bixie's looking up shit that I didn't even ask him to do. Oh, Bixby. This is why I love Alyssa Edwards, is that when she was first on, completely different person than who she is today. And it has been so much fun as an audience member to see her transformation. And not just drag transformation, but literally, like, she's a different person. She's like glowing right now. I think she is honestly one of the most beautiful drag queens ever. I think she is stunningly gorgeous. I love her sense of humor. I think she is just I think she's flawless. And I've been watching RuPaul's. Bixby, shut up! Seriously. Always has to get a word in edgewise. Anyway, see, men always have to like just blah, 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 interject wherever they're not needed. Anyway. Hi, Nas. Little Nas. By the time I'm done with you, you're going to be a little nasty. That's what you're going to be. When I'm done with you, you're going to be a little nasty. Mm-hmm. Because I'll take you there. I would take you there. Lil Nas is going to be a little nasty when I'm done. Oh, my gosh. That man is so talented and he is so hot. He makes me feel things I have not felt. I just get all tingly when I think about him. Oh. And he's so hot. Come on. Get a hold of me. We can like kick it. What? We just be hanging out. We'll Netflix and chill. I heard that has a different meaning now. And that's what I mean. There are some artists that just get like, that feeling of, oh God, like an ecstasy, euphoric feeling when I listen to their music. I literally feel high when I listen to their music. Like it hits something inside me that just sends me like literally somewhere else. And I'm just like totally encompassed in their music. And I just get all like sorts of like good jujubes floating all over the place. And I'm just like, yeah, you singing that about me, baby? I hope so. Because the answer is yes. The answer is yes to every single artist that has asked. No joke. So I have a lot of people to fuck. I'm such a sexual person, and I love admitting that, you know. I think I was no, I know. I was so afraid of admitting my own sexuality. I was so afraid of being that gay guy. And I watched, and I was, like I said, I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race like incessantly. Hello, mother. And they call me mother. Hello, mother. And I don't know if RuPaul even knows this, but I am RuPaul's very first drag baby. And all of her drag queens are my angels. And through them, I have been able to correlate 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 8 and 5 and 3 and 1 and 0 and 7. You know, all of that good stuff. I've been watching these episodes. Like I watched episode 10, and I feel like this is what sounds crazy, but I'm just gonna say it. Every single competition, I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, that is what I have been dealing with in my life. Like, are you joking me right now? And then like I would watch, I would watch 3 in a row, and I'd be like, holy shit, that was like 2 weeks ago. Holy shit, that was a week ago. Holy shit, that was last week. And then I'll wait like a couple hours, a couple other things will happen. I'll press play, and right where I paused it, somebody starts talking, and it's literally has something to do with what just happened in my life like 5 minutes ago. And I'm just like, my mind was like completely blown. And I just like getting back to Alyssa Edwards, I loved seeing her transformation. And now, and I think the bitch is fucking funny as fuck. Just saying. When she's because she tries so hard not to throw shade, but girl, I mean, if you're gonna be like, yeah, so I was dancing with Team B, and I mean, that says everything, and I love it. You know, sometimes being a bitch is all a fag has to hold on to. Right? Just call me queen. And like I was watching, and I am in love with, and just want to give the biggest hug to Eureka. Oh my God. She is like, I know she talks a lot, and I get it because that's all I do. If she and I were in a room together, we would be just like both like at the same time, like, and yet we would still understand each other. But I mean, it would be a lot for somebody else to hear that. I understand that. And being in a competition, if you're in an environment where the walls are down and there's no competitiveness, then it really that stress level goes away. However, it makes for horrible TV. So I do not blame RuPaul for, let's make this a little bit more competitive because I need these girls to snap. That's exactly what I would be like. No, I need a full out bitch fight. So what we're going to have them do is we're going to have them write their own song. Todrick's going to come in with the choreography. And then halfway through the second day, we're going to say it's happening in front of a live studio audience. Downtown Los Angeles in the big theater. And I think then the stress level would be so through the roof, somebody's going to explode. It would make for a great dramatic moment. I mean, that's what I would do. I'd be like, I'm going to put them through the fucking ringer. And gee, isn't that a metaphor if I've ever heard one? I feel like I've been on fucking RuPaul's Drag Race. I want my honorary crown. I want my honorary crown. Damn it. Oh my gosh, that would be so. Oh my God, I would love that. Oh my God. The one thing that I'm not good at is painting, as I'm sure all of you have known. I feel like if I was painted right, I would be a knockout. No joke. If any of the queens watch this and they want to help me, I'll take it. I'll take your help. Because I'm looking for a queen to help me. I'm looking for a lighter. Of course, I'm always looking for a lighter. That's my life. Look for something constantly. Oh my gosh, I should have been more prepared. Oh. Don't do that. You sound like what's her name? The Crier. That's all I know her as. It's Christina Aguilera's doppelganger Crier. Something like that. Yeah, it's if I cry, people will understand. No, sweetheart. People are going to want to punch you in the throat. It's okay to have emotions. However, pull it together. That's all I have to say. That's all. I remember seeing RuPaul for the very first time on MTV, and she looked glorious. Blonde hair. It was like this updo that had some straggle pieces coming down, and she was walking down this huge staircase. And it was during a spring break on the beach. And I was like, oh my God, that woman is so gorgeous. I was like, that woman is so beautiful. And then I found out it was a man. And I was like, oh my God. I wonder if I can do that transformation. And ever since then, I've been fascinated with the world of drag. That so much so that almost like painting with watercolors, I let the colors kind of collide together instead of coloring with the crayon where you can make it nice and hard, watercolors just kind of fade into each other. So that's kind of like my world. Very androgynous. One day I wake up, I feel like I'm like, I want to be like all tough, walking down the street like I know my shit. Today I woke up and I was like, I want everyone to be so fucking horny when they look at me. And I want everyone to him. And they're going to know when they see me dancing and singing and stuff. So put on an outfit that makes you feel really sexy. So I did. And that's the energy I put out. And it worked. So it's kind of like that. And as long as it's positive energy, you can put negative energy out. You sure can. However, whatever you put out, it will come back to you. So if all you put out is negative, and you wish ill against somebody or you wish harm against somebody, if that is all that you wish, I guarantee motherfucking to you, and I can attest to this, all you will get back is that times horribleness. And it is not fun. So I'm just saying, don't do that to yourself. That's what I mean by make the right choice. Don't go into a situation blinded by the facts. Meaning, not blinded by the facts, but blinded by what you may perceive are facts. Like you have got to put everything down that you know of and have been taught. For some people, that is impossible for their brain to handle or comprehend to do. They cannot just go, okay, I learned this as a kid, bloop, I'm going to drop it and let it go. Some people can't do that. It's not easy. If it was so easy, everyone would do it. You have to be so strong to get to this side. And there are a lot of people out there that know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, now I can look back on it and go, holy shit, what a ride. But in the middle of it, there are times that, I mean, like I look back going, I honestly do not know how I made it through that. Like, opa. I just, there are times that I'm just like, how the heck? Because for people that don't understand, once you get connected to the spirit world, and it is very much like Avatar, where there is a world beyond what we can see. And for people that are thinking, no, you are so wrong. And please just start listening instead of starting to judge before you've even listened. And that's what a lot of people's problem is that they start their judgment before the other person has even begun to speak. And therefore, the non-listening and their answer has already been influenced by their judgmental brain. So stop being so judgmental going into a conversation. And I will say, stop doing that. because that's not right to do. I can feel so much love now. There was a time that all I felt was complete and utter despair and darkness. Like I felt it was literally trying to like suck me down. Like I literally felt there was something grasping onto me going, you are not going anywhere. And I had to emotionally fight through that. And that, I tell you, anyone who's ever gone through this, it is so difficult. I mean, the things they throw at you in your mind, what you see, they want you to get so depressed and down. It's like they get off on it. And as soon as you can break that and realize, oh, you got nothing on me. Pop. And I always tell myself this at the end of the day, or whenever I start to feel kind of crazy, I'll say this to myself: that which is not mine, I release you and I let you go. And that's what I like to say. So if I start to feel, kind of crazy, I'll just stop and go, I'll take a deep breath and I'll grab my crystal. I'll grab my crystal here and I'll just say, that which is not mine, I release you and I let you go. If you feel that things don't attract to you, like magnetism or like, orbiting or whatever, things do. So, and then I also like to say this I like to say, and I always say it in my mind, like a production. So that way to me, at first when I was saying it, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I feel so silly. But if the second I put a character in my mind to it, so immediately I went to Harry Potter. And I say to myself, and I got this from the pagan ritual book. So these are like centuries old in the pagan religion. And what I will say, I am free from every curse, hex, and spell, known and unknown. I am protected from every curse, hex, and spell, known and unknown. Now, I like to say that in my own mind, kind of saying it's free. And sometimes I'll say things out loud. Other times I will not. So it's not that I am sharing any secrets that the gods don't want me to share. They're like, I truly like if I say something right, I feel like they're going right behind me. If I am hinting at something wrong, they'll go, like I'll feel it, So usually I usually don't say anything wrong, and I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back, but it's usually everything I say is like being inserted from them, and I'm like, bleh. Kind of like Bumblebee, when his transceptor broke and he just used, Tom Hanks's voice, only I don't sound like Tom Hanks. So, anywho, oh shoot, I was going to talk about something and then I got distracted. ADHD right here. Anywho, so, oh yeah, like whenever I'm saying something right, it's usually coming from them, and I'll just kind of blurt out something, or at a weird moment in time, a random line will pop into my head, and I will be like, I'll be like, I'll just spout out a line from a movie, and somebody will hear what I'll say, and taken out of context, all they hear is just that. But in my mind, I'm playing the movie. But to them, the line that I've said has something very imperative to do with their life at that time. It's kind of interesting. I, like Santa Claus, I can know right away if somebody's good or bad. That's why I'm like, hey, police, I have the best relationship with LAPD. I love it. My arms go around LAPD and I squeeze them, and I love them so much. I love LAPD and I love LA Fire Department. And I love LA doctors and nurses and teachers and, coffee baristas. I just, but my loins and my heart and everything. Oh, for a man in uniform, oh man, you cannot get better than that. And an artist too. I mean, come on, all three of them. I mean, seriously, artists are so sexy, but and like I feel like there's a lot of songs out there like that. So many people have said to, and I've overheard, somebody saying, "Oh my gosh, this song literally saved my life. I listened to it, and it hit something inside me, and that's why I didn't commit suicide." Or, I listened to this song and it made me think about my relationship now with my wife, and that's why we still were able to make it work. So artists are heroes too. They may not jump into buildings, and they may not go out on the street and well, no, they probably did go out on the street and have to defend their asses at some point in their fucking life. And that's why they are where they are. So, artists sometimes get such slack and such grief for the life that they live. However, they leave behind a huge legacy. Now, I do feel the payment scale for firefighters and police officers and teachers is bass backwards. So we're going to do something about that, aren't we? That's what I thought. That wasn't a question. And so, like a nice big pension for all of them. Something worth their while. Something that actually makes them feel significant. Since we needed them so much before, and now that things are better, well, now you get to go stand back over. No. Come back up. Come back. Stand up here. You're not going nowhere. Stay right there in the front. Right where you belong. Because that's where I want you. So that's where you're going to stay. Simple. Done. Done. We respect the people that we respect because they earned it. They didn't just, oh, well, give me, no. You kidding me? No. I respect firefighters. I respect policemen. I respect teachers. I respect librarians. I respect, like, any kind of state hired job, because I think they're just treated like shit. I think Congress is probably the worst boss in existence. I should buy Washington, D.C. in the White House just so I could fire all of them. And then I'd bring Barack back. I'd be like, here you go, baby. Do what you were doing. Do what you were doing. Go back to what you were doing, Barack. Go back to what you were doing. Uh-huh. Oh my God. Okay, I can say this because he's not the president anymore. Barack, hey. And Michelle, holy buckets. What a beautiful, powerful woman. The two of them together. I mean, it's just like, are you joking? I mean, come on. And I love how many pictures of them did you see when she's walking away and you see him in the back going, I'm like, that man loves his woman. You know, that's so sexy. That's so sexy. But so I will say this. Oh God, I get so giddy whenever I tell that story because it's just like you can tell their love was so there, you know? It was like and Barack looks younger now that he got out of that White House. He literally looks younger. I mean, he looked older than Morgan Freeman when he left. And now it's like, boom, I'm 20 again. So anyway, I digress. So you remember that video that Barack was like walking through with his gorgeous wife, Michelle? Hi, Michelle. What a powerful woman. You are everything. So yeah, he's walking through with Michelle and he takes the basketball and he just throws it and it's just like all net. Just and he just turns around and he's like, it's what I do. So hot. I mean, come. I was like, hey, you ain't the president no more. Hi, and Michelle, you lucky because I know. I mean, both of you are lucky. That bedroom was actually used when you guys were there. You actually had to change the sheets. That's funny. I mean, come on, it's the truth. It's truth. I bet you anything the first night there, he just gave it to her good. Like, I'm the fucking president of the motherfucking United States, bitch. You know, and she's like, yeah, you are. I mean, I just, I would love to be at a dinner party with them because, I mean, just to be able to talk, like, I would have no fear of talking to anybody. I could care less who you are. I mean, I just look at everyone as like a person. So I'd be like, hey, B, what's that? No, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. It would be very hard for me not to want to. I think maybe after my first glass of wine, I would be like, yeah, hey, B, want to play some basketball in the back? And Michelle's like, oh, hell no. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, the reason why I keep on bringing them up is because to me, they were such a great couple as role models. Now, I know that some people in the Black community had a problem with them not doing enough for them. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just them as people. That's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to them being people, and taking away labels or taking away their own past mistakes, like you haven't made any of your own. People in the spotlight are crucified consistently for just maybe being caught doing something that they weren't quite thinking about. Haven't we all just done that? And then it gets captured, and then something makes somebody blow it way out of proportion for their own gain. To me, that's just like, why do you, if you're going to fight fair. If you can't win because your argument isn't that good and you have to cheat to win, that means that you've already lost. I don't have to cheat to win because I will not lie in the first place. I will say something behind somebody's back, full well knowing that it very well could get back to them. And I would be comfortable saying anything behind anybody's back that I would be comfortable saying to their face. If I wouldn't say it to their face, I'm not going to say it behind their back. Why would I do that? Like, there are so many people that are so powerful behind this keyboard. Yet when you get in front of somebody's face, you're somebody else. I'm like, wow, how many two faces do we have running around here? Like, for me, I can guarantee you right now, what you see is what you get. I'm this way 100% of the time. I am not this way now, and then when I leave my apartment, I'm going to turn on James now. No. You would call me at 2 a.m., you would get this. You would call me at 2 p.m., you would get this. So that's that. I just really want people to I want them to be so free to be themselves. And I have seen some of the most beautiful, some of these, I call them little queerlings. I love that. Little queerlings. I see them walking around and they have the best, most adorable styles on. I'm so proud of my babies. Mama's proud. I couldn't be more proud of my babies. Those are my babies. I couldn't be more proud. Seriously, all of you are doing such an amazing job. However, some of you still haven't learned your lesson. So we're going to have to do it again. Well, you will. We're going to go to a party. All right? I am going to say adieu to you and you and you. Love you. I want you to stay yourself. Stay pure to who you are. And follow the light. And have fun doing it. Promise you will. Trust.